Hey, what's up everyone? This is a little bit of a different video than I'm used to posting. Typically I'm posting about my experiences with Adderall and ADHD medicine and things of that nature. Something I wanted to talk about today, like I said, is on a different path, and that is somewhat related in the sense that I think a lot of people with ADHD feel this overwhelming feeling of having to get so much done all the time and then not knowing what it is that you need to get done. And then in my personal experience, I think that somewhat has to do with there is a lack of knowing what direction we're going. And that is, what's the big picture? Why are we here? What is our specific purpose? And I think one of the reasons ADHDers like myself struggle is because every time you complete something, you get a little bit of you get that like fulfillment high and you feel good, and then you're done and you're like, all right, what next? And then you get it done, you're like, what next? And then eventually it just starts turning in your brain and you have all of these thoughts of all these things you feel like you need to do, and if only you did them all, you would feel fulfilled. But today I got a call from my wife, and my daughter plays basketball for the school team, and I'm a big athlete kind of guy. I grew up playing basketball and baseball, and it just so happens I'm a big nerd as well, if you can't tell. I was actually supposed to be going to a conference today. It's called GalaxyCon here in Columbus, and I was going to be nerding out there with a buddy of mine, and so I didn't go to my daughter's game today, which I typically would. So anyway, the long short of it is my daughter Natalie went and played basketball, and we had been working on her shot and on her dribbling and other things like that. And she just really struggled. She had not had a breakout game yet. And she's kind of the sixth man. She doesn't start, but she's the first to go in. And we've just been like trying to get her in a position where she can get out there and score. And she's a great defender. That's probably her biggest asset, is that she can defend. Everything else is okay. So anyway, so she went out today and she dropped like 3 buckets, made 6 points. They won 16-10. I'm sorry, 16-14. And what it really made me think, like I was thinking about Natalie, and my wife was telling me about all these buckets she was scoring, and I'm like almost in tears. I'm so excited for her because I'm watching her grow, and I'm watching her take things that we've implemented into her life, and she's starting to score. She's getting out of her comfort zone. She's not afraid to make a mistake. So why do I say any and all of that? What does that have to do with how I started this video off? What that means to me is I have realized I've chased a lot of dreams. I've chased businesses. I've created shops. I've created Etsy stores. I've done a lot of things in my life because of my tendency to be all over the place. But there's one thing in my life that supersedes all of those, and that is being a dad. And I've realized, I guess I always kind of thought that for me to feel successful, I needed to have so much money in my bank account. I needed to have so many people admire me, or whatever the case is. I needed to have so many people, I had this temporary set of things that would make me feel good about myself. And then I'd be like, okay, that's what fulfills me. But what I really feel is like when my wife told me about my daughter, and I felt this enormous sense of like pride as a dad. And I just thought, like, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm on this planet. If I don't make another dollar for the rest of my life, if I can bring up kids, I have 4 daughters. And if I can bring up 4 kids who can contribute to society and be respectful and loving and kind to other people, but then also kick ass, like that to me is what it means to be a dad. And that is my purpose on this planet. Is I may never be the next Elon Musk, I may never be the next Bill Gates, I may never be some of these things, but if my kid can be some of those things, or she can grow up and she can take off where I'm leaving off in my life, that's huge. Yeah, I'm slightly like emotional about it because it feels good to watch your kids grow. And I've said this in many videos before, just to kind of tie it back up with the ADHD and with the Adderall and all of those other things. Adderall, ADHD medicine, does not make you productive. It does not make you get things done. What it does is that it gives you the assistance you need to begin getting things done, but you're not going to become a great dad or a great mom or a great worker because of medication. You will become more fervent and more energized about what it is that your priorities are in your life. And so I highly recommend, if you're a dad or if you're a husband, I'm talking to the guys out there because, that's who I am, is ask yourself, what is it in your life that you are proud about? What is something in your life that you want to be amazing at? And then that is going to be your why. And you will become good at that. And the medication will help you. It doesn't do it for you, but it will help you. And be a great dad. Be an amazing father to your kids. Be the parent that you wish you had, whether or not you had great parents or you had awful parents or somewhere in between. Be the parent that you wish you had, and then push your kids and watch them grow. You will get a fulfillment that you could never do for yourself by watching your kids. So looks like I'm actually getting a call from my wife now. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here. I wanted to say that video, whatever this means to any of you, I hope you can take something away from it. It's the holiday season, so Merry Christmas to you all if I don't have another video up. Thanks for sticking along for my randomly long videos. So have a good one.